Excuse me. Okay. Oh, hello, kitty. Excuse me. Looks like it's just me today, so come, kitty. Hi, sweet kitty. Hello, buddy. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. What a good kitty. Okay. Excuse me. Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine, and this is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes. And we have a kitty today. Kitty, kitty, kitty. All right, so corners are done, and so I'm working on the opposite edges now. The corners are correct to each other. I look for pieces in the middle that have my yellow or whites left and right. I look for pieces in the middle that have yellow or white. I bring the corners, what are you doing? To match the front, determine its direction, and move away first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. And that moves 3 pieces around. It always moves 3 pieces around. If you're using the opposite edges, it moves corners. If you're using outside and inside edge column, I know words, outside and inside columns, you get corners. Outside and inside columns, you get edges. Slide up, slide down, slide down. And then just find another yellow or white in the middle until there's no more. Place them, formula B. All right. You guys look familiar to me, so I don't want to just repeat myself. So if you guys have any questions for me or comments, we can chat. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play with my cubes. All right, so my yellow came back to the top, so I set the top and I look at the sides, and the sides are not done yet, so I displace another yellow. And white is face down because we're doing the side edges now. Yellow's on top, find a piece that's not yellow. Corners match the front, determine its direction. Yellow came back to the top. So 1, 2, 3, okay. All right, so this is not a parody because they're in the correct place. They just both need to be flipped. And Formula B Formula B moves these two. So I'm going to set this one correctly and displace this one, and then I'm going to set this one correctly, then set these both correctly. I could line it up and do it this way, but I usually work with beginners who have a harder time seeing the patterns. So I'm going to do Formula B. I'm going to displace this yellow into this space that needs to be flipped. Up, up, down, down. The piece, I'm going to top twice to bring that piece back to the front. I'm going to place it correctly, and that will have flipped the other piece. And so these two, up, up, down, down, bring it to the front, place it again, up, up, down, down, and that one's done. Yellow and white are left and right, working on the opposite corners, the opposite edges, the yellow and white edges. I'll find a piece. This piece is going to land in, whoopsie, well first I have to line up the corners. Okay, this piece is going to land in this spot. So away up, in, up, away down, in, down, and there it is. That one's placed, and this one has moved out to the middle where I can work on it. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. So you can see that three pieces move. Up, up, down, down. One's placed. This one, bring the corners to match the front. It's going in the yellow direction. Slide up, slide down, slide down. That one is placed. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. Up, up, down, down. And so bring in any yellow and white are left and right, looking at the edges from the middle area, finding any piece that's yellow or white. And allow the rinse repeat till there's no more. Going in this direction, away up, in, second up, away down, in, second down. Here's a yellow. Flip it so it's on top. Yellow and white are still left and right. Bring the corners to the front, and up, up, down, down. Here's another piece. Bring the corners to match the front. determine its direction and start by moving away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. That one's placed. And we just keep looking for as long as there's a yellow or white somewhere in the middle. We just keep line up the corners, determine its direction, away, first up is where it lands, back, second up is where it begins, reverse down. And here's another one. Corners match the front, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And we keep going for as long as there's something in a yellow or white in the middle. But if there's no more yellow or white in the middle, then you look and see if they're the same. Look and see if they're all correct, and you'll find something like, if you find something like this, then we can place a garbage piece into that spot to bring it out to the middle where it can be worked on. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. So keep going until there's no more yellow or whites in the middle. Oopsie. All right, corners match the front, determine its direction, away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. And corners match the front, it's going this way, slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Yellow and white are left and right. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Until there's no more yellow or whites in the middle. There's one more. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going this direction. Up, I dropped it, up, down, down. There's another one. Corners match the front. Determine its direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And then this one, kind of like a game of solitaire, or the clock solitaire, where you just take a piece and put it, and pick in a piece, new piece and put it. Just the same thing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. When there's no more yellow or whites in the middle, you check to see if the outside edges are solved, and this time they are. But if they were not, I just showed you how to displace a piece that's wrong, but also using Formula B. So there's the edges. All right, opposite edges are done. The next step is side edges. So we put the white face down, boom, and we look at the side edges. We find a piece that's incorrect, and we displace a yellow into that spot using Formula B, and then that brings a piece to the top that's not yellow, and that's the piece that now we can work on. That white is going to stay face down for the rest of the cage. Bringing the cube to match the front corners. The corners match the front color. It's going in the red direction, so the green and red something will be above the green and red edge will be above the green and red and something corner. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And then look for a piece on top that's not yellow. And more Formula B. Okay, going into the orange direction, so over here. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. for a piece on top that's not yellow. And we keep doing this until the yellow finds its way back to the top. And we don't care whether it's on the top face or just the top layer, as long as that yellow comes back to the top. Then we check, then we evaluate the corners, the side edges, to see if they're correct. So corners match the front. It's going in the blue direction. Away up, in up, away down, in down. Look for a piece on top that's not yellow. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going to land here. So away up, in up, away down, in down. This is set. And this is the piece we're going to work on next. Corners match the front. It's going in the red direction. Up, up, down, down. Look for the piece on top that's not yellow. Corners match the front. Determine its direction. Away, up, in, second up, away down, in, second down. And yellow is still, there's still a piece that's not yellow, so we keep going. Corners match the front, determine its directions, going into the green side. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Find a piece on top that's not yellow. You can set the top in between, but because we're just rotating the top to line things up, does not matter. So slide up, slide down, and I'm hoping we can get a parity here. Okay, good. All right, so yellow came back to the top. Okay, but check the sides to see if they're correct. They're not yet. Okay, so this piece is incorrect. So we will displace this yellow back into, we'll keep displacing the yellow. So we're going to knock it down again. And then piece on top that's not yellow, we keep working with. Placing one at a time. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Up, up, down, down. Piece on top that's not yellow. Corners match the front. It's going in the green direction, so up, up, down, down. And the yellow came back to the top again. Again, we check to see if the sides are correct. And this time they are. So, no parity on that one. I still have this parity on this one that I set yesterday. So, when you get to where there are two pieces and only two pieces that need to switch, this edge piece wants to go here, this edge piece wants to go here, and all of the rest of them appear to be correct. Well, if they were correct, then we wouldn't have a parity, because pieces can. So, when there's a parity, you look at the two pieces that there's always three pieces to move. If you only see two, the third piece that you don't see is the piece that you don't see, and it is the fact that this layer right here is a quarter turn off. So we make a quarter turn for that layer, and now of those, now this piece is correct, and we have 1, 2, 3 that are incorrect, and we know how to move 3 pieces around, so we can fix that. You can use your algorithm if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and use my formula B. That was the hardest part about coming up with this method, is I kept seeing as I'm solving the cubes and writing down how I'm solving the cubes and seeing whether or not I can do it all with just formula A and B. I would kept coming to places where it's like, oh, I know that shortcut, and I'd want to do that shortcut. But I'm like, no, every formula I use, I have to write down in my book, and I don't want to have to clutter up my book with, I want to see how few formulas are needed to memorize. So I had to train my brain to forget everything and use only A and B that I had written down. And it's like, can I do it? Can I do it? And before I was doing the mirrors of Formula B, I would create I use different things, different ways of getting things in. Like if this piece, okay, if I made everything go to the left, and so I was creating parodies as I went along. And if it wanted to go to the right, I would do a double turn and then do it to the left, which would bring it forward to here, and then bring it down here. And so I found ways to do with just Formula B. And once I got to where I could solve the entire large cube with just Formula B, then when I started training, teaching people, I began using the mirror of Formula B as well. So I didn't start using the mirror of Formula B till I started teaching people. So that was fun. All right, there's the corners. The corners are done, edges are done. I see a couple people. If you've just joined me, I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. It works on every complexity Rubik's Cubes from 2 by 2 on forward. All you need to solve the cube is Formula A and Formula B. Formula A is 4 moves, Formula B is 8 moves. Both of them are commutator, mathematical 0. For every left there's a right, for every up there's a down. And Formula A brings a piece to the top. Formula B moves 3 pieces around. And you don't have to memorize which columns to use, because you just pick a piece that's incorrect and you toss it in the direction it wants to be. So for example, if you use the top row and outside columns, you're using corners. Top row and outside and into mixed columns, and outside and inside columns works on edges. And if you want to move the centers around, still top row 2 columns, and the 2 columns, you don't have to memorize these 2 columns do which thing. You just have to pick a piece that you want to move, hold the cube so that it's going to go to the top. So this orange piece on the blue side, we have orange on top, and then this piece will land in this spot. So the first row is a horizontal row. So I can this yellow piece can displace this white, this yellow, or this blue. Blue is more advantageous, so that's my first move, is moving the top layer to line up advantageous things. And then first up, I'm following this piece. That was my first up. And then I move the top row till it's in a different column, and that column becomes my second up. So second up. And then reverse. And because my edges are already done before I work on the centers, it keeps track of of which columns I was working on, so I don't forget. They're there to remind me. Set the top and keep going. So you just pick any piece that's incorrect, aim it where it wants to go. So this piece will land right there, and that blue piece is advantageous. So so first up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse, down, set the top, and keep going. Lather, rinse, repeat. So again, A and B is all you need. The pseudo exception is when you have a parody. A parody is a lie. Slide your unseen piece a quarter turn, and the parody is dissolved, and you don't have to deal with it. Don't have to worry about it. So that's it. That's how the method works. It works on every size Rubik's Cube. It also works on other things as well. I can solve these using just Formula A and Formula B. Formula A and B is all you need. The difference between the minxes and the cubes is that cubes can give you a parity and minxes cannot, and the minxes have an order of operation and the cubes do not. The minxes, you have to do the star before you do the other pieces because when you're using the two columns, when one of the two columns that you're using is the center, it has unintended consequences and it moves more than just 3 pieces. So that's it. This cube works on the method works. If you have a puzzle that you want me to try my method on to see if it works, I will be happy. Just let me know. I'll be happy to try. However, the square one was beyond me. I could not do the square one. I had a square one. I could not solve it. I had to give it away to one of my students. So that's it. That's the long and the short of it. Is Formula A and Formula B. So thank you for giving me your morning. Thank you for letting me be in your background. Kitty, hi. Hi. Well, you can either stop and say hi, or you can stop walking through my stage. All right, go have a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow. Be nice to yourself. You deserve it. And if you're following me, great. If you're not, then I'm trying to get. I don't know how the subscriptions work yet. I'm a baby here on Twitch. I'm trying to figure out how to get a donate button and get subscriptions going, because I am on a fixed income and I'm trying to get this hobby to pay for itself. All right, go have a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.